Hi, welcome to my channel. Where in Washington are you going to find a historical town with a taste of yesteryear, original Victorian architecture, a home for popular authors and artists, 3 men who were dedicated to restore a boat for a restaurant venture, moderate temperatures, and a fun and quiet life in a seaside town, including a modern-day couple living a very Victorian life? Well, if you don't know the answer to that question, come with me and I will show you. Hi, I'm Sandy, and this is Kaya.
And I'm Paul, and we're aboard Sea Oasis.
We always enjoyed outdoor activities and exploring, so now we're spending time exploring in the San Juan Islands, as well as Canada, and eventually Alaska.
And we want to share our experiences and adventures with you and people like you who enjoy the same kinds of things. Welcome aboard. Port Townsend is a unique seaside village in the Pacific Northwest, located on the northeast side of South Puget Sound, and home to interesting people and events to enjoy. Port Hudson Marina and RV Park is the location most boaters map as their destination into Port Townsend because of its location within walking distance to restaurants and downtown. Port Hudson is a former Coast Guard station at the corner of Port Townsend's commercial district. With 32 slips and 800 feet of linear docks and an RV park with 48 spots. Reservations are required even during the COVID-19 pandemic, and there is a written policy of how to do just that. I've put the link under this video to find all the information you'll need. During our visit, the RV park and the docks seemed pretty full, if not at capacity.
You want to be inside or out?
You pick. We both got blackened salmon. I got the sweet potato fries, and Paul got the chowder, but still the blackened salmon with the tomato chutney. Looks pretty good. Can't wait to dig in. Okay, I've got a question. How many of you would like seagulls on your roof making that kind of a mess? It's horrible. This is the Courtyard Cafe. Apparently it is open on Wednesdays, and of course we're going to be here on a Tuesday. But it looks like a nice place to go in and have breakfast, possibly. In the beginning, because of its location, city leaders of Port Townsend thought it would have had a much larger presence in history. filled with robust businesses, and become the Seattle of yesteryear. But when the railroad passed it by, the idea of becoming a large commercial city like Seattle was only a dream. We were more enamored by the architecture all around town. There are more than 50 historic buildings. In fact, Port Townsend is one of 3 Victorian seaports on the National Historic Register. Port Townsend is interesting in many ways. Best-selling authors and many artists live here in a quiet seaside village. And Port Townsend gained some fame as a backdrop for the 1982 film An Officer and a Gentleman. One of the most interesting facts about Port Townsend is a couple dedicated to living the present in a Victorian lifestyle. I'm speaking about Gabriel and Sarah Chrisman. They have chosen to live the present very close to the Victorian era. They use a wooden stove, an antique icebox. They read books instead of watching TV. They live in an authentic Victorian home and wear Victorian clothing every day. Does that sound odd? Well, not really. You see, even though they are resurrecting the past and the present and are very loyal to the lifestyle, Sarah Chrisman is also using the present-day technology with her YouTube channel. On her channel, she has a following of just over 7,000 subscribers. What is Chetsmoka? It's a book series Sarah has written. When asked by a fan if the books needed to be read in order, she answered, "Each one could be a standalone, but you'll get more out of them if you read them in order. I designed the series to unfold like a flower blooming, tight and simple at the start, then increasingly fuller and more complex as it continues." A present-day overview of Port Townsend reveals it has a nice selection of restaurants, coffee shops, and parks. Retirees find Port Townsend a good place to call home, and younger families enjoy the above-average public schools. The area gets 23 inches of rain on average and 2 inches of snow per year, and enjoy 156 sunny days. If you're wondering, the U.S. average for sunny days is 205. But what about the high and low temps of the area? The summer high is in July around 72 degrees, and the winter low is in January at 36 degrees. For those who find boating more interesting, here's a fun fact. You can follow the journey of 3 friends restoring a 1974 boat called the Island Caper, which they plan on using as a full bar and restaurant. They'll soon be operating throughout the Puget Sound, Seattle, and Bellingham, Washington. I've listed their YouTube channel below as well. Port Townsend hosts several festivals that bring residents and visitors out to enjoy the fun. The Wooden Boat Festival and the Film Festival are probably one of the most well-known and are held in September. Their Jazz Festival is held in July. If it's sea glass you seek, Glass Beach is listed as one of the top places in the world for sea glass hunters. For your convenience, I have listed a link to an article below the video. I hope you'll take time to plan a visit to Port Townsend, As I said, it is well worth a visit, and we plan to go back. And now we're off for our next adventure. We hope to see you again soon. We invite you to join us as we travel and explore the San Juan Islands, the Canadian Islands, and eventually up to Juneau, Alaska. If you like what you're seeing on our videos, please watch more, and we hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.